Hi, this is Simon Chan and welcome to my network marketing training. Members of my coaching mastermind groups can ask me questions on a weekly basis. And today's question comes from Michelle. I'll read it from my iPad here. Michelle, hey Simon, question for this week. Some of my downlines always quit at the start, and when they do quit, they don't want to try on the products as well. How to let people stay and help them see the value of our products, our USANA products. Say to trust the products and see the vision. Thank you so much. Michelle is a 5-star mastermind member. It's a great question, Michelle. You're always asking the question, the million-dollar question that is a big challenge in network marketing. So why do people quit, right? There's many reasons why they quit. Number one is they face, number one is maybe you were so good at convincing them, talking to them, that they joined, right? So you got to ask yourself, why did people join? Or now you convinced them to join, that's a good thing because you provided an opportunity to help them, right? And we're not manipulating in any way, because if you really believe the company, the products can help them, you're not manipulating, right? And whether they're successful or not, it's not your fault. You don't worry about it, it's not your fault, because you have to think of it this way. It's like in the US here, the US government gives free education to everyone up to high school, up to university level, right? So up to 17, 18 years old. So some people take that free education and become doctors, lawyers, network marketers, entrepreneurs, business people, right? Engineers, they start companies. Some people, they drop out of high school and end up just pumping petrol, gas, and working in a gas station, being on welfare. Some drop out of school and do drugs and drink alcohol. Some people just do a little bit and then just get by. Just get average jobs, have no aspirations. Now, whether what that student chooses, is it the government's fault? Is it the government's fault? And the answer is no, right? The government provides a free education, and it's up to that person. And it's not the fault, because if you look, doesn't matter what neighborhood you go into, what city, what country, there are people in the same environment that some become successful and a lot of people don't become successful. Right? So it's not the government or the country's fault. It's up to that person's desire and hunger. And it doesn't matter whether you're in the Philippines, the US, Canada, Mexico. There's successful entrepreneurs, motivated, driven people who came from very poor backgrounds. And they became successful. And then there are a lot of people who come from great, rich background, great schools, who don't become anything. Right? So it's really up to that person. And here we are providing a great opportunity. You get them in, that's a great thing. You did your job. The rest is up to their desire. Now, second thing to think about, so don't feel bad, okay? The second thing to think about is, why did they join? Did they join out of obligation, or they joined just to help you reach a level? If they just joined to help you become like a platinum pay setter, or, you can't expect them to really do the business, right? But if they really joined to do the business, then there's okay, so if they join out of obligation, we can understand that. But if they're really joining because they wanted to do well, then you got to remind them that this business is a serious business. Okay. Now, there's a couple of main reasons. We know that aside from the motivational part, that not being motivated, not driven, there's a couple of reasons why people quit. Number one, they get rejected right away. So without proper training, they get immediate rejection. Right. So it's almost like before people ask you, what do you do? You should watch one of my videos, how to train a new associate. I wanted to teach you learn how to invite and some of the company main selling points. Those are huge, because that teaches them when they go back, because a lot of times when they go back home, they're excited, they join, they talk to the roommate laughs at them. Oh, you joined one of those things with the pyramid schemes, or how much did you pay for those products? You got ripped off, they're so expensive. They face that rejection immediately. And once they face that rejection, think of their belief, it goes down, right? It goes down. So that actually something that makes them quit. Good thing to do is just prepare them, let them know, like, hey, you join, you're high, you're high there, right? You face rejection, you're gonna go down. You go to training, you go back up. Then your friend that's said that they're gonna join the meeting doesn't show up, you go down. So it's a yo-yo, and you let them know that it's a yo-yo. Let them expect that it's a yo-yo. So it's all about managing expectations. I'm not going to go into detail. Watch the video, how to train a new associate. I talk about little specific things, what I do. Okay. And I'm going to have the link down there so you can click on it. Another thing is, they don't know what to do. If they don't know what to do, then they will quit, right? If you don't know what to do, in anything, if you don't know how to drive, you're not going to try driving. If you don't know how to swim, you're not going to go swim. if you're not good at swimming, you're probably not swim either. If you don't know, I'm looking at the sky. If you don't know how to skydive, you're not going to jump out of a plane. So they need to know what to do. Training is very important. That's why the first 24, 72 hours training is critical for success. Training should, the products. Okay, getting them on the products after they quit. That depends on your culture. Did you provide any product training while they were in the business? Did you provide that product training? But if they're not using the products, that means the belief in the products are weak. So you have not incorporated that belief in the products in them. And you need, going forward, you need to spend more time in the training, emphasizing those things, right? Also leading by example. For example, always taking the products in front of them, when you meet with them, you eating the products. Get them involved. You know, when people see you taking the products, that increases the belief in the products, right? And doing the product trainings, emphasizing that's very important. In the trainings, have people share the benefits of the product, testimonials. Those are always very helpful. Always very, very helpful. And the four beliefs, like I said, the belief in the company, believe in yourself, believe in the industry, believe in the products. So if they don't take the products, the belief in the product is weak. And the last thing to think about, and really, you go watch the video about how to train a new associate. But some people are just quitters. People quit, unfortunately. You know, and we live in a world where it's like people quit. They have great opportunities, but they quit. You know, people quit in school. They give up in school. People go to the gym. They want to lose weight. They quit. People end up quitting all the time. And as long as you are aware of that, you realize, hey, you want to be successful, you can't do what everyone else does. Everyone else says no. Yeah, the key to success is just the opposite of what other people do. If everyone else quits, then you do something different. They quit, you don't quit, right? They go left, you go right, right? Whatever they're doing, just do the opposite. And so we ought to talk about in this coaching called the 4 different type of downlines. There are some downlines, like I said, one out of, and you can watch the video I sent to Howard that talking about leading a team, motivating people who don't show up. You know, 27%, unfortunately, they are just not, they are going to quit. They're whining, they complain, and that's just not in this industry, but in anything, in the job, in school, they complain. Unfortunately, right? They're born with such potential, but they don't use it because they're complaining. Just bad attitudes, and that is something you have to, that's just part of the industry, part of the business, and to know that. But to improve the using of the products, for example, I have a big part of my downline that are who quit, they're not active for whatever reason, but they still use the products. Now they may not be on 100-point ownership, but they still do 32 points, some 50 points, some 16 points every month, and it's great because it adds to my residual income. So they're still using the products. But the reason that was established, that foundation, is because I emphasized product training, products throughout my trainings. It was all about products. It doesn't mean, now, product training can be only 20% of the training, but they know about the products and the importance, and we emphasize in that culture. All right? So I hope that helpful. Again, people in my mastermind groups can ask me any questions. Members can ask me any questions they want. Michelle, watch this, and make sure you watch the other video that's sent to, I believe it was an Advanced Diamond Mastermind question from Christina from Perth, Australia. They asked me how to train a new associate. That will actually give you some backgrounds of what you need to do when someone comes into the business. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. This is Simon Chan. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.